Okay. Where were you when you were my age?
And how old are you?
I'm 17.
17. I was a junior in high school, and I was in my second year of cosmetology. Babysitting and dating. Nothing special.
Oh, that's 2 years into it?
It took 3.
But you were 2 years into cosmetology?
Yeah, I took 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, yeah.
Wow.
I took it through vocational education school. So you only went three bells a day, and then you went back to the high school for 3 bells.
Wow.
Yeah, the good thing about that was free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know what you always wanted to do?
Yes, I did. All my Barbies and my baby dolls had messed up hair. So I had either cut it, or curled it, or messed it up into curling iron or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did my first haircut probably when I was about 15.
Wow.
And I only knew how to cut half of his hair. He had to wear a hat to school for about 3 days.
Wow.
So I learned how to do the rest of the haircut.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What struggles or obstacles did you face while you were trying to get your certificate?
To get my certificate?
Yes, ma'am.
Probably not much. Well, luckily it was through school. So where I had to be in school, you'll be doing yours after you get out of school, so it'll be a time crunch thing.
Yeah.
Dealing with it because it was in high school. You had kids, that really didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Or were disrupting class or doing stupid stuff they weren't supposed to be. And I didn't want to go back to the high school. I got caught doing that a couple times. I'd stay and act like my prom was taking longer than it did, so I didn't have to catch the bus to go back to the high school.
Yeah.
And then they'd call me down to the principal's office and say, you haven't been back to school 2 days this week. What's the deal? I said, well, I'm really going to do this for a living, and couldn't get back because I was doing a prom. So I got in trouble for that a couple times. Yeah.
Last question. How do you define success, and what advice do you have for me in the future?
Well, I define success by the amount of friends you have and how successful your business is. With being, you're going to have to put in hours that you really don't feel like putting in to build your business. And there'll be times where you have to squeeze somebody in for a funeral, or you have to squeeze somebody in that forgot their appointment, or you sometimes will feel like you're doing more for them than they're doing for you, but you work for them. They are your paycheck. So remember, at the end of the day, if you got 2 more haircuts that somebody didn't show up when they were supposed to and have to put at the end of your day, that's money in your pocket. But it's also a customer that's happy that will be back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Doing the little extras for the people might not put a whole lot of money in your pocket right now, but in the long run, they'll come to you, back to you. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Like say this girl does the shampoo and curls your hair, and you sit her down and she's talking to you, and you shampoo her hair, and you do a little conditioner, and you put curl in her hair, and then you fluff it up and say, you know what, let's put where's your lipstick? Let's put a little lipstick on you. Now look at that. Don't you look better? Don't you feel better? And she'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Whereas you did the same thing the other girl did, but you did a little more.
Yep.
Our job is to make them feel better, to make their day better. And 9 times out of 10, they do. They do feel better.
Yeah.
So the only thing I can say for you is it's going to be some long hours, but don't ever give up. Yes. Don't ever give up. And you may have to give a little bit away to get it in the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody might pay for a haircut, and you might go ahead and style it for them and say, let's style it this way and let's see what it looks like. And that's how you'll gain new customers, and then they'll say, well, you know what I really like? I think I'm going to talk my husband into coming to her. Or I think I want to talk to my daughter and see if she'll come there. I really like her.
Yeah.
So you may put some hours out, get a good mat to stand on, which will save your back and your knees. And just remember, it's fun. It is fun. No matter how many, if you do 19 haircuts in one day, every person is different and every haircut is different. So even if you do, 3 haircuts back to back, none of them are the same. You're creating something different all the time. And y'all got that in your blood. Between you and your mama, y'all have already got that under your belt. You know that. Y'all like to look different all the time.
Yeah.
So you've got the talent. You've got the magic. And just remember, it is a magic. You think that brushing somebody's hair is brush. There's a lot of people that cannot brush their hair. And you look at them and go, you're kidding me. No, they can't. They don't even know what they're doing.
Wow.
So, and if you stick to it, go someplace, get your basics down, and go at it, get you a little clientele behind you, and then go find you someplace that you can booth rent where you don't, it'll take you about 3 years, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And you'll get your little paycheck like you would, but once you get your people coming to you every 4 and 6 weeks, then you move and find you a place where all you do is pay a booth rent. And when you pay a booth rent, they only get a certain amount of money and all the rest of it's yours.
Wow.
Yes, and don't be afraid to open your own salon. It's not that hard.
Yes, ma'am.
Really, it's not. And I mean, I make really, really, really good money. I didn't the first. Now I worked almost 50 hours a week. The first 5 or 6 years I was doing hair, but I loved it. I enjoyed it, and I made really good money. But I was working at commission, and then it was only like 55%, I think it was.
Wow.
So I only made half of what I brought in. I took home.
Wow.
But once you get your clientele and people keep coming back to you, I think it was, I guess about 6 or 7 years before I went out on my own.
Wow.
And it was the best thing I did. It really was. And you'll make money at it. And if you're gifted and you like it, like I know y'all do, you will make money. And color, foils, education. The latest in haircuts, get as much as you can get.
All right.
As much as you can get. Yeah, and you don't always have to do just hair. You can be an educator, too. You can find a line that you like and offer to go to shows with them, and then you can start teaching. There's a lot of different things you can do. One of the girls that's getting ready to come in my shop right now was an educator first. She got out of beauty school and went straight in with a line and was educating before she ever went in the hair salon.
Wow.
And loved it. So there's a lot of different avenues and options that you can take. Don't just think it's showing up every morning at 8:30. And don't be late. Don't be late for nobody. I have a problem with one of my girls at my work right now that's late. And it's awful.
Hey.
So, okay?
All right.
Anytime you want to come up to the shop and hang out, you know what I'm saying, and come in a shadow and see how we do it,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can. Okay?
All right.
All right, sweetie. Good luck with everything.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome, honey. Talk to you later.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and do my reflection. It was actually a lot more informing than I thought it would be. And I think I can do this. That actually inspired me. I know, Mr. Phipps, I know what you're thinking. That's a phone call. But it inspired me. It inspired me right here. Right in the heart. So, thumbs up.